Alright gang, welcome to another edition of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Yes, that's right, live stream. Anyway gang, we'll check on out, see who's here. Hey, who's here? How are you? There's Thor's Treasure. How are you? Jordan Anderson, how are you? Dramedy Tech, how are you? At Point Intelligence, howdy. There's Ben. How are you, Ben? And AWR, American Woodland Relics, how are you? Sarah, hey, how are you? And, oh, there's Sandy Reiser. Who's that? Anyway. And there's Jersey History Hunters. How are you? By the way, gang, do be sure and check out Jersey History Hunters, not this last video, though I will comment on it, but the video before that, Reals. Oh, my God, Reals. And see who else we got? Oldies and goodies. K-Watt, how are you? And there's Dirt and Yovengal. How are you? And North Jersey Detector, how are you? And just say welcome. There's Nathan. How are you, Nathan? And George, how are you? And who else we got? Oh my goodness, I tell you. Hey, there's Miss Paula. How are you? And I tell you what, welcome, one and all. And I tell you what, we have a somewhat normal evening tonight. Okay, that's a lie. No, we do not have a normal evening tonight. And besides, normal isn't any kind of fun. But anyway, guys, we do have a show for you. You know, sometimes these giveaways, they start out small, and then they just get carried away. And I tell you what, tonight, Rosie want a donut. I want a donut. Not Rosie. Hey, Tim, how are you? And Roots Magoo, how are you? But anyway, like I was saying, sometimes these giveaways just get out of control. And I tell you what, gang, tonight is no exception. It has actually become a mini spectacular, but we'll get more into that later. Hey, Digging Canuck Liz, how are you? And hey, there's Mike. Mike, how are you? But anyway, gang, we'll talk more about that later. And this is the only time we mention toilet paper this evening. Ready? Toilet paper, it's on the way. Anyway. And, you know, I had somebody tell me, it's like, you know, I thought this was a Metal U Technique channel, and I tuned in, and you guys were talking about toilet paper. We talk about everything. So, anyway, I want ice cream. So does the rest of us. Ice cream and donuts. I think they go wonderful together. So, anyway, gang, here we go. Well, I tell you what. Welcome, one and all, and I hope everybody got out treasure hunting this week. I did, and got lost for a bit. But I did find some treasure, and more about that too later. Oh my goodness. I've done some silly stuff while out metal detecting, but I have to tell you, Sunday was probably almost a topper. I haven't even told you know who, but she'll find out when she's watching the live stream. But anyway, gang, we've got a lot of stuff, and it's that time. Yes, gang, that's time. It is Treasure Tuesday with the Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream, the only live stream you'll see tonight, where you'll see gold bars from the SS Central America and $100,000 gold certificate treasury notes. And I tell you what, and by the way, sheets of 10, I believe. I think they're sheets of 10, and I'm trying to remember. I think they were like $1 million per. So I tell you what, stuff that, oh my god, we'll get into more into that later as well. But anyway, gang, tonight we've got the weekend recap. We'll be touching on our visit to the ANA's World's Fair of Money. And also, too, we got a little bit of treasure from Sunday besides being lost. I tell you, it's kind of like a weird episode of Lost. And news and upcoming. Ken Peavy's Coin Seminar Weekend. That's this upcoming weekend. Don't miss it when we're going to touch a bit about that. Also, too, tonight, the treasure story. And since it's fresh in our minds, gold, and why are we going to feature, I tell you what, we're going to feature a piece concerning the SS Central America. Why not? We just saw a bunch of the stuff this past Saturday, and funny bit about that too later. But anyway, gang, and then tonight's viewer appreciation giveaway. I tell you what, it's a mini spectacular, and I just say you don't want to miss it. I mean, that was the only thing down there as far as what we were giving away. Another Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium first aid kit, and a not proof but mint. It's very nice. A Voyager 2018 quarter, and mint fresh. And also too, we'll talk about that guy down there. And I tell you, got a lot of stuff going on. But not only is this stuff down here going to be part of the giveaway, you're also going to be getting a rare coin market report, and very handy dandy magazine. And also too, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, also too, we got a little wooden nickel souvenir from the World's Fair of Money, so that'll be going in too. And two, an elongated coin about the World's Fair of Money. So yeah, I tell you what, this giveaway just kind of really grew, and it's not out of hand. And we also got kind of some news about a future giveaway, which you don't want to miss out on. Oh, listen too, your little handy dandy Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium sticker. All that later on. And two, there was a question whether or not there would be an afterglow this evening, and yes. So after the show, if you would like to wind down with the gang over coffee, a snack, or a drink, and we'll be back right after a brief intermission. And who knows what the conversation will be or lead to. You know, we could go back to toilet paper, and or dead musicians, or how to extract gold from teeth. You just never know. So anyway, gang, let's kick this show into gear, and we'll start with our weekend recap. Well, anyway, gang, because you might as well get to the good stuff. We went to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where the American Numismatic Association was having their convention, the World's Fair of Money. Great stuff, great time, and very impressed by the programs they had in place for the kids. Oh my goodness, we had our grandkid with us, and I was again surprised how much she retained and how much of an interest she had. And I tell you what, gang, get kids hooked on coins, because if you do, they won't have any money for drugs. So anyway, gang, the video is out, by the way. If you haven't seen it yet, the video came out late last night. Usually I try not to post that late, but it took me a bit. And so do give a look at it. And tonight we're only going to highlight a couple of things. But anyway, gang, after walking through the entrance and getting our little handy-dandy wristbands, I don't see like this. It was like a rock concert. You know, they give you a little wristband. And NGC. And anyway, and after realizing the full scope of the event, I tell you, it was instant euphoria. And I mean, just by mere size, I wasn't expecting anything that large, I tell you. Then, not really knowing where to begin, I just kind of did the typical American thing. Sorry, you guys overseas, but I bared right. And just started browsing and working our way to the mint exhibits. But I tell you what, this snatched my eye right out of the socket, it did. Now, I tell you what, gang, it wouldn't be one thing if this was an everyday thing to see. But when you see a gold bar that big and you just recently researched the company that it came from, I didn't know what to think. And I tell you what, I was actually researching them because of some coinage that they had made. So after coming across that, oh, my brain just kind of seized. It didn't know what to do. And anyway, I tell you what, it's just one of those things where just see something and you're just walking into the show and seeing something with this kind of scarcity, and it's right in front of you, and I tell you. But anyway, and then I felt the impulsivity creeping in. Calculations were being done inside my head, almost against my will, as I saw case after case of wonderful, glorious history in shape of currency and coins. And I tell you, I broke out the camera and also broke out the phone and pre-recorded a segment for Liz, Digging Canuck, for Where's a Reiser segment, and I hope you guys caught it. If not, go back and check it out with Coffee with Liz this past Sunday. And I think you can hear the elation in my voice. I tell you, it was, oh my goodness. And then after doing some filming, I slowed the pace. And I tell you, oh, so much to look at and sort through. And I tell you, it's a show that encompasses all ranges of collecting, from the reasonably priced to the buku priced rarities that we featured as the treasure story last week's live stream. You know, the 1913 B nickel, which, by the way, sold for, I think it was over $4 million. That's right, gang, a $4 million nickel. So, anyway, my only purchase of the show well, I tell you what, gang, I was kind of torn. What I was really looking for was a half Balboa. Okay, and you see one there in the center of the picture. That's what I was looking for, and I was looking for 1930. Now, this guy, he didn't have a too bad of a 1933. If that was 1930, I would have bought it. Probably with that price tag, too, I'd have bought it in a heartbeat. But I got talking back and forth with him, and the only 1930 half he had was rather beat up. But I tell you what. One thing that I will definitely kick out, being the last day of the show, and with all of the stuff to go through and look at, and by that time I had established many different contacts, and I tell you what, gang, everybody was phenomenal. And one quick footnote: if you should ever attend such an event, make a list. Kind of like a grocery list of things to look for, and for God's sake, stick to the list. It could be bad. Kind of like you should never go to the grocery store hungry, you know, that type of thing. And also, too, you know what would be a great business? I tell you, a great business would be is to have coin show credit. Yeah, gang, that's right, coin show credit. Kind of like if you go to a casino, you see the casino credit. I think coin show should have coin show credit. I think it's a great business idea. So if anybody wants to jump in there, I tell you. But anyway, gang, so I reached the table, and these very nice folks from Kansas. I don't know if anybody happens to know them. They are Salt City Coin LLC out of Hutchinson, Kansas. And nice folks they were. And so I got to talking to him, and like I said, he had a 1930 half, but it wasn't really peppy, and I told him it wasn't really what I was looking for. And we talked about it for a bit, and we were in conversation about the Balboas, and he could probably sense my disappointment. And anyway, he kind of looked both ways, you know, back and forth, back and forth. He was looking both, you know, kind of looking both ways, back and forth. And he goes, kind of like a racetrack tout, you know, it was like, hey, buddy, I got something in the 5th race. And, you know, that type of thing. But what he actually said, in that same kind of manner, he says, I've got a Balboa dollar. Oh, yeah. So, my eyes must have bulged. My palms got sweaty. Really? And so he reaches inside the case and puts the crack or the angel dust right on the glass top. And I could have sworn I heard music. And I tell you what, gang. You probably know Reiser by now. And I tell you what, the price was in full view. And before touching it, how much? You know? And I tell you what, it was a price that couldn't or shouldn't be refused. And I tell you what, he knew he had a sale. And I'm sure Ray Charles could have seen my smile from across the concourse. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at it now. You guys been looking at it for some time. It's underneath the scope. Unfortunately, where it's $1, it's enormous. And as far as condition, I think he may have overstated the condition slightly. I have to admit, it really didn't matter to me at this time because I love to have one just as an example. And like I said, last day, show price, oh my, there was no walking away from it. That coin was coming home with me. I mean, there was no making a mistake with the price that, here's the price that he had listed. This was probably the opening day price. But I tell you what, gang, wasn't quite near that. So, anyway, this Balboa dollar, for right now, I am more than happy to have in my possession. And again, I'll still be looking for the 1930 half. And of course, now, guess what? I'll be looking for the 1930 dollar as well. And again, who can't like a coin with a conquistador on it? Great time. And I tell you what, and we're going to move on from there. But I've got a couple more other things I want to tell you. I'm going to mark my spot here so I don't lose track. One thing, I got talking to kind of different dealers, and I established a couple of different contacts, such as Chesapeake Bay Rare Coins, Christopher Young. And he specializes in early American coinage. And I tell you what, he knows his stuff. But anyway, gang, so one thing that seemed like a common trend right now, and I have noticed that the foreign coinage has picked up a lot. But one particular foreign coin has picked up is Chinese coins. I was talking to the fine folks there from Kansas, and they said the first day that they were there, they were out of anything Chinese. For whatever reason, I don't know why it's such a hot commodity right this second, but he says any Chinese coinage that they had was gone by Saturday. So, anyway, gang, we'll try and catch up with chat. Did Banty Coins just find one of those in their roll hunting? Yes, they did, Mike.
Tim says nice hat.
Nice. I want a hat like that. Well, that'd hurt. You know what? You could probably use that hat as a weapon. I go for Hong Kong next. Ken Peavy, how are you? Hey, Riv, how are you? And Harry, hey, how are you? And nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. No, hey, Miss Beth, how are you? Hey, Yorkshire, I may miss certain chat tonight. Head is in bits. had a meeting that went on for 3 bloody hours. I know how that can be. Hey, Drum! Hey, there's Al. Hey, I don't think I said hi to Al in case I didn't. Hi. Oh, and Amy came in, part-time detector. Hi, Amy. And anyway, awesome coin. Thank you, thank you. That's quite a smile. I tell you what. Oh my goodness, I was probably beaming from ear to ear. That guy knew he had a sale when he put that dollar on top of that counter. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There was no really second guessing it. He knew he had me.
Alright guys, Thor only needs 4 more subscribers to hit 500. Please go and check and see if you're subscribed to him.
That's right, Ken. When you hear harps and angels chanting, buy it. I couldn't help it. And you know what's horrible? There's going to be a part 2 to this story. And I spent the same amount of money at a different venue. Now, we'll get there. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, great time. And just when you think that Reiser would have had enough of coins for the day, don't want to see any more. Well, on the way home from Philadelphia, we stopped at my semi-local coin shop on the way home because you have to drive right by there. But yeah, you have to drive right by there. And you guys, if you don't remember, that darn 3-cent nickel was still burning a hole in my head. And it's been almost a month. Could it still be there? It was in the discount bowl. Could it still be there? Oh, yeah, gang. Let me tell you what. Good thing I did stop. And you know what's the funny thing? At the show, I already saw, a couple thousand 3-cent nickels, and here I stopped at somewhere else. But yeah, anyway, it was still a great price. Glad I did. We'll see here why in a second. And well, anyway, here she is. I'll give you a look at it. Now, this was in the discount bowl, just as you see it. I did not put that in that little plastic case. That's how it was in the discount bowl there at the semi-local coin shop. And this is the one I've been going on about forever. I was like, why on earth did I not buy that thing? Thank goodness it survived, didn't it? It was still there. But anyway, there she is. I just cannot believe it survived there for nearly a month. And I'll give you, the rim looks great. The lighting doesn't quite do it really justice. I'll try and turn it just a tad. But the rim looks great. The reverse, I do got a little bit of wear around one edge, around the, if you can tell, a little bit around the bottom edge, but not really enough to discount it too much, I don't think. So anyway, gang, that sucker survived in that discount bowl for all that time. I can't believe it. So anyway, it was kind of providence because, hey, now I got my hands on that. I know it's weird. I just was at the coin show, seeing thousands of these things. Of course, the price tag for one similar to this, they were in similar condition. They were so much higher. They were higher. If I wanted one in this condition, I was paying a premium. This was no premium. Bargain. And anyway, so what else was in that bowl? Let me show you what else was in that bowl. You guys ready for this? Talk about a coin that sticks out in your mind. So I'm talking with the shopkeepers. I'm going through this bowl, right? A couple of things going on in my head, so I'm really off my notes right now. So I got that in my hand. I was like, wow, that looks familiar. And it was like, yeah, Reiser, you dug one. So how can I not buy it? So now I think I may make a display out of it and actually have the good one with the dug one. And but sure enough, there it is, the Ein Cruiser. If you guys remember seeing that from the live stream and video, Who? I just never expected that to jump out at me inside that discount hole. Had to buy it. I mean, there was no passing it up, you know. And this one doesn't have a hole. And this one hasn't been in the ground for 100 years. So, anyway. Came out of the $4 bowl, by the way. So anyway, we exchanged pleasantries with the shopkeep, and yes, gang, we acquired permission to live stream from his shop. Now, I haven't developed the core plan or idea of what exactly I want to achieve or do, but let me just say, it's in the works. Whatever we do, the finer points of the stuff we look at, the history, will not be neglected. So yeah, gang, we will be live streaming from the semi-local coin shop. And I'm really excited about it. The guy was really receptive, and he doesn't really know all that much about technology. When I first asked him, I said, hey, would you mind if I live stream from your shop? He was, what's live stream? And, you know, YouTube. And yeah, I had to explain YouTube and live stream and what exactly all this stuff was, you know. So anyway, he said, yeah, sure, why not? He goes, you'll be showing the stuff on the, you're like, yeah. He goes, oh, so kind of lights were going on, and yeah, he was getting the idea. But anyway, I tell you, good day, Saturday. And I was more than tickled about finding the 3-cent nickel still there in the shop after, I don't know, what's it been, a month or so when I first talked about it? I don't remember. I think it's been a month or so. Oh, okay, well, we got part 2 of the story, or part 3, or part 3, section A-4. So anyway, gang, so we get this home, and I start really looking at it, kind of thinking about the grade of it, and I'm really excited about it. I have this one. Not only do I have this one, but I have this one in slightly better condition. I have full rim in my other one, the one I have, and I do have more hair content. I didn't think I owned this year. So, yes, I was all in that much more haste to go find it and buy it. So now that this is a duplicate, guess what, gang? I have this notion that this will be offered in a future giveaway. Not tonight's giveaway, but in a future giveaway. But we're going to wait until we strike on something special, I think. But I'm still proud to own it, and I'm still proud to have paid what little I have paid for it. Because, yeah, gang, I tell you what, sometimes treasure hunting, oh boy, just maybe on a deal that you come across, or who knows what. But, anyway, so that there is that. I wonder if I can get my beard like his. Do you think I could grow out my beard with the point and the, I don't know. Well, how does he do that?
Just no.
They didn't have gel back then, did they? Anyway. Hey, DK, how are you? And I'll try and catch up with chat. Rosie, I'll give you a shout out for a win tonight. Hey, all right.
Okay, honey. Cointelligence is raising money for an epic 1K giveaway. Spread the word for a giveaway of a $5 Indian gold coin.
All right, gang, got that. Charlie, you should give this one away. Yeah, Mike, that's in the works. I just don't know what to do for it yet. I don't know. I don't want to hang on until like the 1500, but maybe we'll figure something out in between to do a giveaway. 1868 or 1869. That is an 1868. And
Yeoman wants to know what's up with the wheel.
What is up with the wheel? You talking about the picture of the wheel? Yeoman, that was actually dug by me going mudlarking one time. That's it's not a Model T Ford rim. It was a wooden spoked rim from a car, and I believe it may have been a Buick or a Dodge because of the they had their own diameter. And unfortunately, the only thing I was able to salvage from this, believe it or not, there's still 3 of them there. All the wheels are still there. I got this one out. And how to preserve this would have been to basically immerse the entire thing in antifreeze. And at the time, I did not have an area to do that. Now I do. I should go back and get the other 3 because I think they would be really neat. And anyway, I think most of the car is still there too. But anyway, yeah, I dug that. So I was out mudlarking. YouTube, that sounds like fun. Sarah is the new K1. What happened?
Oh, because Sarah was asking everybody to hit the like.
Hey, there's Rob Random. How are you? And Rivdale, you just can't get away from this person. No, I can't. They keep popping out at me, either out of the ground or out of the point. Yeah, I tell you. But anyway, one more quite. All right. So you guys know I bought my first Balboa from that coin shop, right? And mine's the 1930. Yeah, key date 1930 quarter. You know, the 25 cent. And so as I was going through the bowls looking for the 3-cent nickel, right? I noticed he's got a new 1930 quarter. But it's not in the bowl. It's in the case. It's sitting down there, and it's got a $30 price tag on it, and it is in horrible shape. It's in worse shape than the one I got from him out of the bowl. So I don't know. Maybe I looked too excited when I dug that thing out of the bowl. I don't know. That or maybe secretly watching the shit. No, you know what YouTube is. So at least that's what he said, huh? Wouldn't it be funny if he was just watching all along? But anyway, gang, back to this. So anyway, we're gonna make the cruisers into a display, and anyway, Sunday we were back in search of lost civilizations. Well, not really, but we were working again on the old, overgrown wagon ruins, and I did manage to find a button. That's probably been ran over a few hundred times. Got a flat button. And did manage to find a mini coin spill. And we're going to have to get send this one out to get graded because I think it's in excellent shape. If you guys can't make out what that is there, we'll turn it over. See if anybody can guess what it is. That might be a little bit of a help. I'll try to maybe adjust the brightness of the coin cam. Well, anyway, gang, that there is a Jefferson nickel, and the only way you can tell what that is because you still have a little bit of Monticello with it. So anyway, I hit that. I thought that was going to be another button. Always recheck your holes, and this time it paid off. Silver! That's right, gang. We did manage to pull a standing Liberty quarter out of that hole, and right out of the old overgrown road, and it's dateless. Seen better days. It's probably been ran over a few hundred times, and anyway, I was quite excited. Any day with silver is a good day. And by the way, I want to kind of stop myself again here just for one quick second. If there's ever a time to buy silver, it is now, right now. So anytime you can find an advantage buy for silver, do it. But anyway, you know, they're out there. Those advantage buys, they're out there. Just like going to the coin shop and finding the 3-cent nickel. You know, they're out there. You just have to look for them. And as the old saying goes, patience rewards much. Oh, yeah, gang. But back to the road. We went hiking along this road, and, we're looking for home sites, for colonial campsites, and I tell you what, this past Sunday we had some really bizarre equipment failure or something, and we got to a certain part of our day, and I tell you what, I'm constantly looking at the ground, looking for high ground, and eventually I noticed that somebody's been digging here. And, it's kind of like, oh, well, you're kind of used to it being, at diggers. We'll always see, we can pick out when somebody else has been digging around, different area. Oh, you can see the telltale signs, right? Especially if they're horrible people and don't cover their holes. But these people, they were covering their holes. So I was kind of really like, oh, well, it's whatever. And that's actually kind of the thought I had. Hey, at least they're filling in their holes. I was all right with it. So, anyway, we get to a kind of defined set of footprints in the road. It was a sandy spot, and there was two sets. And they walked in, then it looks like they walked out. And, we kind of both wondered where they were parked because there's no kind of immediate parking area for this. I mean, it's like a 2 or 3 mile hike. And so we're kind of wondering which direction they were headed in because these fill-in spots where they dug and filled back in, they would look fresh. That the soil in some of these spots was still kind of looking moist, where the sun hasn't dried it out yet. So these folks were either there that day or had to been, really, really recent. And so we continued to walk down the trail and came across that footprint again. And this time had the brilliant idea of stomping my foot right next to the existing footprint. And, this guy, he's got the same kind of boots as I got. And I tell you what, gang, it felt silly. The road was actually broken into 2 sections. And the second section curved back towards itself. So, yes, gang, we made a giant circle. You should, go over something thorough. And but I tell you, anyway, things happen. But, there is an optimistic outlook about this Hope-Ha. We did discover an early fording area of a small creek that's right near this road. And we are going to put in some time to look at it. And I don't suggest, walking in circles, in the forest to look for treasure. But I tell you what, you just don't know the odd feeling. And then that the equipment wasn't working right. At least so we thought. At least I thought. I didn't think I could trust the GPS. So I'm looking at it, and we're actually further away from the truck than what we should be. I'm looking at it. How could that possibly be? Of course, if you make a circle, right, and you come back towards the truck and then do that circle, you're further away after you make your second loop. Yes, you can be extremely far away from the vehicle. Oh my goodness. And even still, MC, he uses a Garmin. And this Garmin was saying the same thing. And we are extremely far away from it. How can that be? Anyway, crazy stuff. But like I said, on the good side of that, we did find the old ford that's going across the creek. And we cannot wait to see what's on the other side, let alone actually doing the fording area of the creek. Hopefully there'll be some old dropped coinage. Oh my goodness. But anyway, gang, we'll be back there this weekend when with better bearings, and I'll start leading, a trail of breadcrumbs or something. I don't know. But anyway, gang, upcoming. I tell you what. Actually, before we do that, let me catch up with chat. I'll see how bad everybody's making fun of me. And let's see. No one uses a tom-tom anymore. I don't know. Get him a Columbo coat.
CSI Reiser.
CSI. Yeah, it would be CRI. No, I don't know.
They put CRI in there too.
Oh, heck. Oh, I missed somebody. Wait a minute. I missed somebody. Hunting history. Hey, how are you? There's Joshua. And, Okay, what is like the police? Well, I tell you what, Kay. Next time I get lost in the woods, I'm calling you. I'm coming in. Reiser's Forensic Files Emporium. I tell you.
Whistle it, Ben.
You would make a great forensic investigator. I just thought it was weird. This guy had the same kind. He had good taste in boots. I tell you, you stomped your foot. He's got almost the same size too. You know what? There's actually a part of that story. I walked beyond that, probably about 10 or 15 yards, and in my region, sandstone, even though it's not the most recommended building material that you could ever possibly have, the colonials did use sandstone around here because it's all they had. The sandy area we are. And but the thing about the sandstone was there was a piece of sandstone, a piece of shell, and a piece of marble, and I stacked them. Once I hit that, I knew something was amiss, because yeah, that would have been too much of a coincidence. I don't know, but it was weird. Oh, it was so actually it was unsettling because you didn't know, or at least I had this feeling I couldn't trust the devices. I thought the devices had gone kind of haywire, or maybe it was because it was overcast. We weren't actually getting the link up, and I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, actually I tell you too, we also actually found a better way in, and we'll be actually closer to that fording area. So all excited about that. Quasi's here? Oh my goodness, how are you? And anyway, gang, upcoming, we've got the Coin Seminar weekend coming up. It's quickly approaching. In fact, it is almost here. It is this upcoming weekend. And that guy. That thing. And I tell you what, it's this weekend, August 25th and 26th, starting at 9 a.m. Saturday. And I tell you what, gang, some crazy guy who gets lost in the woods is supposed to kick the live stream off. And you know what? Wait, that's my time slot, 9 a.m. Saturday morning. And do give it a look. After all, Saturday morning cartoons aren't any good anymore. So, yeah, do tune in to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium, his little time slot, 9 a.m. for the Coin Seminar weekend. And I tell you what, great channels, great content all weekend long. And I tell you what, it's going to be a wonderful time. And basically, my little bit will give you an intro to the event and what to expect, and an earful about the event giveaway. There could be gold. Repeat, there could be gold. And for one more time, for maybe those who may have not gotten the hint, there could be gold. And coins and currency relevant to the Titanic disaster. And I tell you what, just like many of the other live streams, that day, our own giveaway. That's right, gang. So we'll have our own little giveaway during our segment, plus all the other streams. Some of them are doing giveaways and whatnot. And then there will be that final giveaway. So, yeah, that's right. By the way, they're just maybe, a chance at gold. So, anyway, gang. Okay. So, anyway, gang, I just want to tell you what. Thanks to Mastermind KP for organizing it all, and his little minions, like Miss Paula. And I tell you what, it should be a wonderful time. Anyway, gang, so we've got this story here about the shipwreck of the SS Central America. And before we get into that, we will catch up with chat a little bit, and then we're going to jump right into it. And hey, there it is there, Coin Seminar Weekend. And I watch Homesteading at Dirt Monkey. And did you say gold? Yes, gold. And maybe. And there it is there. Oh, see, Ken let the cat out of the bag. I sit in front of the TV with a bowl of cereal and watch fishing and hunting shows on Saturday. Well, I tell you what, we got better stuff than fish. They smell and they're slimy. And cereal, we can't top that. Cereal is wonderful. But you know what? Instead of fishing shows, I tune into the YouTube. There was some great content going on. And the chance at gold. So anyway, do tune in. Rosie stinks of WD-40. Yeah, I think she uses it as a deodorant, really. Ben, a.k.a. Roger Whittaker. Leave it.
I think we need the Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper soon, because like everybody has duty one here.
Well, it's coming. It's on the way. You know, a strange thing. I got another call from them this past week. I thought I was expecting it by now, and I got a call from them. Says we tried to send it to you. What do you mean tried? How come it's not here? And they tried to send it to the house, which yeah, that doesn't work. So should we send it to the post office box? I'm like,
duh.
Yeah. But anyway, it was like, why would you ask me for a post office box if you weren't going to send it to the post office box? I don't know. But that's okay. It'll be here. But anyway, gang. All right. Well, we're going to move right along to the... Hey, Porter, how are you? And we are going to move right along to the story about the shipwreck of the SS Central America. And basically, the title of the story is the... well, get this. Shipwreck of the SS Central America yields more gold. And I'm going to stick this back up there here for the story. And this here, I tell you what. Oh, one funny thing too, by the way. I may have mentioned this in the chat, and or I don't know if I mentioned it in the video or not. But when I was filming the clip for Where's Reiser for Digging Canuck and Coffee with Liz, I was filming by this guy. And he had this kind of look on his face, kind of like, yo, buddy, what are you doing? And I thought he kind of didn't care for me filming around the stuff. It wasn't so much that, but what it was he couldn't figure out who I was talking to. Because when I do the filming, I'm not really paying attention to the phone. My eyes are not looking at the phone. My eyes are looking around me as I'm walking around the phone and filming and talking basically to the phone. And this poor guy, I kind of confused him, and he had no idea who I was talking to. And he's actually the historian for this whole project. And I have to say, he was very kind. As you can tell, if you haven't watched my video, there's much more footage of this stuff. And he entertained my questions, my 1,001 questions, for good 10 or 15 minutes. And nice guy. So it was nothing of the sort. It wasn't that he didn't like me filming. He just had no idea who I was talking to. But anyway, shipwreck. Central America yields more gold. More than 2,900 gold coins. Wow, gold. Gold, by the way. 2,900 gold coins and 45 gold ingots have been recovered from the shipwrecked SS Central America since an archaeological excavation began in mid-April. Now, this article was written in 2014, by the way. Odyssey Marine Exploration, the company contracted to dive to the site, revealed on a report published Tuesday. Other 19th century artifacts recovered include luggage pieces, a pistol, a pocket watch, and several daguerreotypes, an early type of photography. several samples of coral and sea meanings, have also been collected through a science program which is studying deep sea biological diversity. Pine and oak specimens placed on the seabed in 1990 and 1991 during the last known dives to the shipwreck site are being retrieved so that scientists can study the shipworms consuming and destroying the ship's timbers. The insights provided by this experiment have provided valuable new information about the degradation of ships in this environment, and it greatly aids our interpretation of the conditions we are observing on this site, and can expect other shipwrecks in similar circumstances, says one of the reports previously released by RTHE Marine Exploration. The SS Central America sank off the Carolina coast in 1857 at the height of the California gold rush, when it sailed into a hurricane. It had departed days earlier from Panama with roughly 580 passengers who were carrying with them an unknown amount of gold. Estimates for the total gold cargo range between 3 and 21 tons of gold. Yeah, gang, tons. 3 to 21 tons of gold. The ship's sinking contributed to the Panic of 1857 and the subsequent economic depression in the United States, historians say. Thomas G. Thompson, a research scientist from Defiance, Ohio, discovered the ship's location, approximately 160 miles off of South Carolina, in 1987, after years developing the necessary technology to map and explore the seafloor. During this time, wealthy Ohioans poured money into Thompson's search. Nemo, a remotely operated vehicle, brought up more than $40 million in gold from the wooden-hauled side-wheel steamship, considered by many the Titanic of its time. Scientists and engineers who participated in the initial recovery remember the overwhelming excitement of watching a live feed of the shipwreck as they struck gold. Shortly after Nemo brought up the first batch of gold, a group of American and British companies that had insured the ship's cargo more than a century ago claimed rights to the treasure. In 1993, after a lengthy, contentious lawsuit, Thompson's company, Columbus America Discovery Group, and the insurers agreed to divide the treasure, with the former acquiring 92.5% of the recovered sunken goods. 2 years later, Thompson was slapped with a new lawsuit, this time by some of his investors who said that they had not received the returns they were promised. In 2012, Thompson missed a related hearing and became a fugitive after a federal judge issued an arrest warrant for the treasure hunter. In March, this is back in 2014, remember, RTHE Marine Exploration was awarded an exclusive contract to recover the remaining treasure from the shipwreck. And basically it goes on to say that the Chief U.S. District Judge, Rebecca Beach Smith, ordered an expert to supervise the U.S. Marshals' handling of the artifacts pulled up from the wreck. And there you have it. So anyway, again, and again, we see people coming out of the woodwork once you discover treasure. And anyway, that there, gang, and again, there you got. I tell you what, I got to see the stuff right in front of my eyes, and I tell you what, could you imagine pulling one of those gold bars up from the sea? Oh my goodness! Or I tell you, this guy was so accommodating. I should have seen if he would let me pick one up. And I don't know. A couple of jokes. I sent some pictures around right after the event. I sent a couple of pictures to MC, of course, and he says he's got bail money. And also sent a couple of pictures to Hoosier Hillbilly. And I also told him, too, about the security they had there. And he says, yeah, Jesse Owens wouldn't have made the front door. But I tell you what, and one joke I do have about it, it could have doubled as a gun show because everybody was armed. You know, that was that weekend there at the coin show was probably the safest place in Philadelphia for the entire week. After all, you got 60, 70-year-old codgers with packing heat, and yeah, there was nothing going amiss inside that hall. So anyway, gang, I tell you what, that there was the treasure story. And wow, we're actually running over. I have no idea why. So anyway, we kind of catch up on on chat. Next time, pass the guy a Reiser sticker to put on one of them when they come back. Yeah, that would have been an idea. I tell you, that would have been funny. You know, I wish I was better planned for that trip. But you know what? We're going back in March in Pittsburgh, so we will most definitely be better prepared. I also want to plan to do some live streaming during the show. Because I missed out a couple great opportunities with that show. But anyway, I'll catch up with chat a little bit. And
that's a little violent, DK.
Amy, looking forward to your gold panning video. Yes, absolutely. For my next impression, Jesse... oh my God! Wait a minute. That's Blazing Saddles, isn't it? I almost don't want to take that picture off the screen. Doesn't it look wonderful? I tell you. That's almost as many Mantic coins as Rivendell has. Now he's got. I tell you what. I think Rivendell actually has. He actually owns the house of Mantic coins. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, that. Anybody has a chance, do go see one of the ANA shows. It will be a good time. I mean, it's just not all about the coins, it's about the history too. I tell you, some of the historic artifacts that's kind of coin and currency related that they had in there was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if one of the pictures made it in the video or not, and if anybody's interested, I took pictures of the document that basically made Rittenhouse. What was he? The first? Oh my goodness, I can't think of the word I'm trying to use. The first director of the Mint, Rittenhouse, and both names are on it. They're both signed by Washington and by Rittenhouse. And I tell you what, the price tag associated with that document, I couldn't even begin to guess. Because I tell you what, gang, there's not going to be another one. But historical stuff like that, I tell you, and just wonderful, wonderful stuff. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, we have reached that point in the program where we are going to do our giveaway. And for you folks who may not have been here for what the giveaway is, it's just not merely that stuff. We're going to have a mini spectacular. Yeah, gang, that's right. We're giving away a 2018 Voyager's quarter. Now, this is not proof. This is, shall we say, newly minted. And Reiser was kind of like a lemur with this. If it was a gullibility test, I would have lost. Basically, there at the show, they had people sticking in dollar bills to this coin changer, and there was a line of people, maybe 2 or 3. They were all getting change. So, why not? Everybody else is doing it, and we're at a coin show after all, so you kind of think that something's being spat out of there that people kind of want. And sure enough, yeah, you have mint fresh quarters coming out. So, yeah, sure enough, we grabbed some. And, yeah, gang, for those coin roll hunting accidents. Yes, gang, that's right, coin roll hunting accidents. We have, yes, that's right, another Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's first aid kit. That's right, it's portable. And so we're giving away one of those. And also, too, we have a... It can't be a wooden nickel. It's too darn big. Anyway, a wooden nickel about the ANA. World's Fair of Money. We're going to be giving that away too. And also, I think it advertises another coin show. The Pan Fall Coin Show, September the 13th through the 15th. So we got that going along with it. Plus a Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium sticker. And to a copy of Rare Coin Market Report. Yeah, gang, that's right. Rare Coin Market Report. So yes, gang, now all that there is tonight's giveaway. And so if you haven't kissed up the Rosie yet, be sure y'all, you guys get it in now. Because yeah, you know, you gotta get something in chat. Gotta let Rosie know that you guys are around. And we're gonna go ahead and cruise over there. Oh, shucks, gang. Also, too, there is a elongated souvenir penny from the ANA, the World's Fair of Money, that's also going to go in there, too. I forgot about that. I tell you, a fine and dandy giveaway. All right, gang, here we go. We'll give it the old countdown, and then we'll go ahead and hit the button, and we're going to see who Rosie selects as tonight's winner. So if you're ready, I'm ready, and we'll go ahead and do the countdown. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bang! Ah, congrats, Mike, congrats. N.A. Lyman 20. You know what? It must pay off to do a Rosie impersonation. Congrats to Mike. And, wow, holy cow. And, here, we're going to switch back over here. And we're going to share this now. Here we go. And, anyway, congratulations, Mike, and we'll get that out there to you. Congrats. So, anyway, gang, don't forget, upcoming, we got Liz Off the Cuff Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we got Mantic Coins this upcoming Saturday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then, gang, again on Sunday, we got Coffee with Liz at 10 a.m. And then Coin Seminar Weekend. Everything is juxtaposed. I was going to say Ken is on at 9:30 for the big show, but he is not. If I remember right, and Ken, do please correct me if you're still in chat. I believe you're coming on at 10 p.m. for the big show. So anyway, Ken, if you're still here, yeah, do please kick it in chat. What time the big show is this upcoming weekend? Anyway, hey SJ, how are you? And anyway, gang, so great stuff to look forward to, and do try and catch the Coin Seminar Weekend. You will not be disappointed. And I tell you what, the finale giveaway that is being done for Monday, that'll be done on Monday, for the gold.
9:30 to 10 p.m. on this Sunday.
Gold. Gold. Anyway, so the giveaway for the gold, each of the live streams will be offering up a clue that you kind of have to gather and collect and etc. to order out to figure out what the riddle or puzzle or etc. for the final giveaway. So yeah, you just want to be sure. No, okay. Anyway, gang. All right. Well, anyway, if you guys want to hang around for the afterglow, stay right where you are. Well, not really. Go get a snack, go to the bathroom, etc. Get a drink, and then come right back. And we'll be right back here. And if you don't choose to hang around for the afterglow, we will see you right back here. Same channel, same time, and next Tuesday at 7 o'clock for Treasure Tuesday for the next Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium live stream. So anyway, gang, for those of you who are leaving, we'll catch you next week. And for those who are staying for the afterglow, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. All right, gang, that's it. Oh, in a little bit. All right, gang. Well, welcome to the Afterglow. Yes, that's right. The show after the show, or the kind of the hangout and chit chat and etc. And did I see Will Detect? I think I might have seen Will Detect. If I didn't say hello to you before, hello now. And hey, there's Quasi. Oh, by the way, we've been joking about having a bacon show. Well, it's gonna happen. Oh yeah. I tell you, today I was kind of formulating the idea, and it's either gonna happen next week or the week after. But yes, gang, there will be a bacon themed live stream, so don't miss it. And I think about a whole bunch of crap I've forgotten to say and everything else, and I tell you, but that just makes it sound funky. It's nice, you would like it, needs to be right one though. Bacon! Hey, blockhead. And hey, SJ again. I tell you, yeah, bacon show, whole live stream. I tell you, we're going to have like a bacon appetizer. We're going to have like a bacon thing kind of meal. Probably some kind of done BLT. And for dessert, not really a bacon dessert, but maybe kind of like a bacon snack food. And we're going to dig out some recipes and etc. And kind of do it while we're doing the live stream. And I tell you what, I have no idea why we ran over tonight. I got long-winded at some point, and I probably had too many interjections. Usually I know 18 pages of notes. I'm right on target for the hour. But yeah, I probably had a Joe Bun. Joe, I did see your message going up there. I'm just missing it. Do you have any El Cazador treasure? No, Joe, but I think I saw it where you said you had a quarter real. And yeah, the envious light went off when I saw that. So congrats. Hey, Ken, and bacon wrapped bacon dipped in bacon with bacon sauce. And I tell you, but it should be a good show. Be thankful we're doing the bacon show first and not the bathroom show. We'll not be doing the bathroom show until I redo my miniature studio right here so I can roll it around there. What did you do to at Sandy Reiser? What did you do to? Well, I didn't do anything. You can make, hey Jordan, you can make candied bacon for dessert. I don't know. I was kind of thinking today, wouldn't mustard, I've never done it, but wouldn't mustard go well with bacon?
Yeah.
Really? You don't think mustard would go well with bacon?
We could actually do bacon crack for dessert for your bacon show.
Bacon crack. Anyway, oh my good, Ben, I still have your video. I watched your video for the little first whistling bit, and then I stopped because I want to give it my full undivided attention because I know what's in this upcoming video or what came out video, and I cannot wait. It's on my watch later list. My watch later list I think is down to 160 some, and Mike, I think your last video is on there too. Hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. Thursday's looking good. I'll be able to catch up. Mustard goes well with a Glad bag, and that's about it. I was saying one of my half reals is a 1783 PCGS Prime Select coin from the shipwreck El Cazador. Wonderful. See, just trying to make me envious all over again. Rev, maple syrup and bacon equals ecstasy. The feeling, not the drug. I tell you what, Rev, oh my goodness, I tell you what. Rev, they're not supposed to be in Philadelphia again. Here, you know what, if you guys want to know the dates of the upcoming future ANA conventions, why, of course, we had this past weekend in Philadelphia. The National Money Show is March the 28th to the 30th, 2019 in Pittsburgh. That's the one I'm going to next. And after that, we have the World's Fair of Money again, August 13th through the 17th, 2019 in Chicago. Probably will not be doing that. And then for you folks who may be in the southern region of the United States, we have the National Money Show, February the 27th through the 29th in 2020 in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I plan things out, but that's getting a little extreme to even go into 2021. Yeah, we won't go that far. I do some crazy stuff, like I'm planning a trip in 2020, and but for 2021 for a coin show, I probably won't go that far. But I would love a gold eagle from the RMS shipwreck, $20 gold piece. They tend to ship from Philadelphia to Chicago. Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of neat how they spread it over. You know what? If I knew that show was going to be that phenomenal, I would have took a day off of work and went. Because I tell you what, I would have loved to have seen it in full swing. They did lose a couple of dealers on Saturday, but from what I hear, the folks said that they were the higher and the higher tiered dealers, and we weren't going to mess with. They even had boxes, box lots of stuff, you know, that you can sort through and go through. If you saw the video, it was weird. I don't think I could have done it, but there was one fella had boxes. I mean, security there was something else, but they had boxes of Morgans and Peace dollars, and just for you to sit there, and they had chairs just for you to sit there and sort through. And if you happen to notice the prices on the Cull dollars, what were they? $14.95 a piece or something like that. Some ridiculous low price. And I thought, you know, if I only had the time to sit there and actually go through, if that was something I was looking for. But I tell you, that's an idea. You know, instead of casino credit, coin credit. You know, on site. I would have been tempted. Holy cow. Caramel shortbread, homemade. Oh, wow.
What'd you eat, Kay? What?
I'm not hungry anymore. Uh-oh. Pickled eggs and pig's feet. Michael, no! No, Mike, no! Oh, man. Anyway, pickled eggs and pig's feet. You know, I've heard it tell about people eating pig's feet. Yeah. Turkey bacon is alive. Don't try it. If you see it, burn it. All right. North Jersey, that is a deal. I will.
Yeah, don't get me started on turkey bacon.
Pickled eggs are only good when you're drunk. It seems like that would induce the, the thing. But,
Okay, so, just the chat is grossing you out, because it kind of is me too.
What? Turkeys eat bacon? Oh my god. Turkey, bacon, not bacon. I agree, Ken. What's the sense? You know, yeah, if you're going to shoot for the stars, you know, no turkey bacon.
It's like eating a piece of cardboard. Soy bacon, not bacon. You got that right. Good, Amy. You should punish her. Stick her in the corner, make her stay in her room for a year. I don't care how old she is either.
Vegan bacon, not food. No.
Yeah, not food.
I tell you what. I tell you what, that coin, oh my goodness. I have to do something about this desk now, because this desk now has run away with stuff. I don't know if anybody, I'm putting stuff under the coin can like you guys can see it. Ran into these fine folks. These are semi-local to me. They're on the Pennsylvania side. Oh, it's backwards. It's the Drexelville Rare Coin Company. And if they have anything in their shop like what they had in display, I would love to go there just for the, not to buy anything, because Lord knows, for that shop, I probably can't afford anything. But would like to go just to see some of the historical stuff they had. What did I win? I forgot. Oh, since he forgot, Mike, you won a, let's see, you won a 1963 Jefferson Nickel. No, that's not cool. Oh, shoot. actually won a Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's first aid kit, in case you get attacked by a badger, and a ANA World's Fair elongated coin, Rosie sticker, a souvenir wooden nickel from the World's Fair of Money, and not a proof, but a recently minted Voyager's 2018 quarter, first aid kit, and then also to the Rare Coin Market Report. And that reminds me, I got the other thing to send Ken too, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh. Ken, if you want to know what I'm going to send you, you can either let it be a surprise, or you can watch yesterday's video. But I picked something up with you in mind, and it will be coming your way. But anyway, yeah, Mike, got you the giveaway, the Rare Coin Market Report. And neat thing to have. I never realized how neat this magazine. I never knew it was this expensive either. I've seen them before, but I never realized. Hey, that's a $15 value right there. But we'll be giving more away these two in upcoming shows.
Mike says he thought it was Rosie's services for a week.
They still got badger attacks going on. They are all in a fever. Yes. Oh my goodness. I tell you, sometimes you're scared to go out at night. I've always wanted a wooden nickel. Let me tell you what, Joe. At the show, oh my goodness, to see some of this stuff, tokens. That's it. I'm taking the plunge. I'm going to become a token collector. There's also some dealers who were selling wooden nickels, various different kinds, and etc., and different advertising and whatnot. And of course, they ranged, in price as far as how rare that wooden nickel is. But some of the tokens I was really taken aback by. The Fuchs Wagner, am I saying that right? I was just recently reading about those, and then when I saw them at the show, one had the 3 center had a price tag of $1,400. And if I had it, could have done it, and not been killed by Sandy, I probably would have bought it.
You would have been killed by Sandy.
See? And it was beautiful, and I tell you what, the history behind it, and I did get the guy, the Chesapeake Bay Rare Coin guy, Christopher Young. He's the one that actually had it. So maybe we'll do a layaway plan for the next 10 years. So anyway. Happy birthday, Dirt. Who was the other birthday?
Oh, Joe Bum.
Well, happy birthday, Joe. Send me yummies.
I'm so happy I was the first one to say happy birthday, Joe.
I tell you what, life has been flying since we got back from the coin show. That was a long day in itself. And I tell you what, the LCS had a bunch of Civil War tokens today. Neat, Blockhead. I tell you what, I'm jumping into them. I like them a lot. I like the history associated with them. I can see myself. Hoosier was always asking me, "What do you say you like weird stuff? What do you mean?" Yeah, like that, like not mainstream type stuff. And Hoosier, I laughed and laughed at your joke about Jesse Owens. By the way, I had to explain to somebody. I won't reveal any names.
Me, I had no clue who he was.
But anyway, thanks to everyone. You guys are the greatest. No, Joe, you're the greatest. Now send me your half-free app. No, I'm kidding. And I tell you what, the girls, the Jersey History Hunters, if you didn't see their last, not the show they just posted, they gave me a shout out. I gotta go back and comment on it. It was like minutes before I was prepping and everything, and I was listening to watching with Sandy at the same time, getting stuff ready. And I will go back and watch it. But they're not the last episode, which is the shout out, but the one before that, they picked out 2 reals. So if you are into reals, do go back and watch their 2 episodes ago, Jersey History Hunters. I'm out hunting early tomorrow and still on here. I tell you what, Thor, last Sunday, we were supposed to leave at 9 a.m. and my hunting buddy got hung up. And I tell you, we didn't manage to leave until about noon, which didn't make us, we really didn't get out late. And so, we get back late. Usually I start prepping videos Sunday night, and I really didn't do that. And hence why I was late on Monday getting the video out. So, retell the joke. Which joke was that, Amy? And like Superman, I tell you what. Real is most people's white wood. I tell you what, I just, they're really historically significant to the colonial era as far as coinage and money and that time era. I don't know. And it's just something you really don't expect to pull from the ground, but you can. Uh-oh. Dirt Monkey says, CSA Buckle is my white whale. It is mine too, especially New Jersey. Well, we didn't have, no, I'm kidding. There's a whole different video about that, by the way, that I'll tackle someday. It's a treasure story in itself, and it's a treasure story that involves Fort Delaware, and it even has a little bit of Knights of the Golden Circle involved in it and everything else. However, the majority of that story, there's part lore and part fact, and trying to separate the two is not always easy. Tomorrow night is the annual Detectors Dash for the 4 Lakes Metal Detectors Club in Madison, Wisconsin. All right, Quasi.
Happy birthday to Mike's little girl, Kiera.
Oh, happy birthday to Kara.
Today.
Mike just made me feel extremely old.
Why?
Because Mike's daughter is 8, our granddaughter is 10.
Babe,
Rick dug a
you're old.
1783 silver instead of a 1783 copper. Oh, I see what you're saying, Mike.
But Dirt Monkey, didn't you say you were turning 12?
I tell you what, Hoosier, we were talking about that at work today. There's no way. No, and that's the serious, honest truth, unfortunately, is yes, that room was probably the safest place in Philadelphia all that weekend, or week. And because, yeah, there were no shenanigans going on. And what I tell you, I feel old and decrepit, says Thor. I feel my bones these days. I hear that. I noticed this past, me and MC, we've been metal detecting together, what, for 1 year or 2 years now? I don't know. I think it's 1 or 2 years. I tell you what, in that short time span, we can actually see and feel the change. Last summer, not this summer, but the one previous, I actually have distances recorded as far as how far we've hiked or gone or whatever. We'd have 7-mile days with equipment and the detectors, and we did barely make 1 6-mile trek this summer, barely. But yeah, as far as doing that every weekend, I think those days are gone. Quasi, I'm so glad to see that you're back. I tell you what, you were missed while we didn't see you there for a while. I don't know if you were out of action or what, but I'm glad you're back just the same. And missed your sense of humor, by the way.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. You are.
When I am 63, she will be 16. I'm in trouble. Yeah, but the boyfriend can't outrun a bullet. So you'll be good, Mike. I'm 38, feel 60, act 14. All right, Northrop, I tell you. Other crazy stuff that's going on. Well, I talked about the bacon episode, live stream episode that's coming up. Bathroom episode is going to come up. Live streaming. Oh my goodness! I tell you what, we got some live streaming stuff, which I can't quite show you because it's too far away. But I've got some rigging worked up, and for live streams, and also too got a portable mic. And I was going to try that tonight, but I received it today, and I was scared if I started monkeying with it, something wouldn't go right for the stream. So I thought, you know what, I'll do a test before jumping right out there. Carolina Cheapo, bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way, Mike. I'm not telling you how old I am, but I feel 99 and I act like I'm 10.
And Mike, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I edited out what the guy said. That's horrible.
You edited out what?
But Mike, I tell you what, you made my Monday morning. I tell you, I was having a blah Monday morning. And I tell you, you turned it right around. So I do appreciate it more than you know. Hey, CRH, how are you? Made it. All right. Hopefully work was well for you. And Reiser, I have to run. All right, Carrie, do take care. Hey, Zeke. And I'm getting text messages for the last hour about upcoming high school reunion. Feel really old now. I've never been to one. In fact, I don't remember if I went to high school. I went to high school. But I tell you what, that show, you know what, I was more impressed about the kids stuff. I know this might sound weird. I was enthralled and etc. by everything they had there at the show, but I thought their program for the kids and getting the kids interested in the coins and whatnot. And you know, Allie, she's already interested in coins, but I think it just helped fuel that interest that she does have. And I tell you what, you know, the little history challenge and everything. Oh my goodness! And Ken, if you're still here, Sandy actually knew one of the answers to the questions because of you. Yes, that's right. Sometimes we'll watch your show together, which is kind of horrible because you're not getting credit for 2 viewers. You're only getting credit for 1 viewer. But anyway, we were watching the 55 Double Die episode, and she was watching along too, and she got the question on for Allie. So actually, she helped cheat a little bit.
Huh?
Allie, you helped Allie out with the 55 Double Die question.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ken, that was all because of your show. See, that is educational. Okay, watch this. I know, right?
Thank you, Rev, but I wouldn't pass for a teenager anymore.
I skipped mine. I'm not a people person. I don't believe that, Kay. Don't believe that at all. I doubt I will ever go to one. I just missed my 20th a month ago. I've never been. And I just can't, I don't know.
I don't know, the people we went to school with, I wouldn't want to see again. Some of them.
Next time, bring Sandy and say she is your teenage daughter. Also, too, was I believe in chat on Sunday during the Dig and Canuck Coffee with Liz. The Jersey history hunters were talking about chiggers. And, here I had the recommendation of a home remedy as far as how to kill that itch. And darn if when we went out Sunday, I didn't manage to find a whole patch full of myself. But, it goes along with treasure hunting, It happens.
And my daughter and my sister got them when they were out geocaching, too.
Well, that's good, SJ. Wow, I tell you. Everyone in my class was a D, number sign K. A dork. Everybody in my class was a dork. No, that can't be right. Let's see. Everybody in my class was a... Let's see. A deek. No, that's not right. Everybody in my class was a... Don't know. A duke.
Paula says a duck.
A duck.
Mike said a dock.
A dock. We moored the boat tour every day. No.
My phone actually autocorrects that word to duck.
Hey, there's Pre33 Collector. Hello, how are you? I do know you by your other name. And welcome. This is the afterglow from the... this is kind of the after show from the show. And, welcome.
Fred's got it. He says everyone was named Richard.
Z gave it away. Yes, of course it's corn. Best show I saw of corn. It didn't really have too much coinage, but it was the show Poolside. That always stuck out in my mind.
Why were you booted off, Amy?
Hello, you are back. I was booted off. Oh no. Well, I tell you what. Probably also going to work on this desk too. I'm planning to work on this desk Labor Day weekend. And I may paint it after all. I wasn't going to paint it, but I think I am going to paint it. And actually...
I like your dad.
And actually affix some stuff, get the wires cleaned up, and permanently mount some things. And
okay. Quasi-Mobile says the after show with aftershave. He's an Aquavella man.
See, Quasi, that's why I missed you, man. I tell you, you got that same kind of fondness for advertisements that I have. Did I put you in timeout? Oh, Amy, yeah, I tell you, my name is not Josh. Oh boy, I tell you. But Digging with Deej mentioned in the chat on Sunday, table 259. And to be honest with you, when she first said that, I didn't really know. I was hoping that she'd tell me more or the name, because I was watching the names on top of the booth to see if I recognized anybody, or if I knew anybody, or etc. And she told me, booth, did I happen to see booth or table 259? And so what I did after I got home, and actually after I got home from digging that night, I actually was going through the show guide, and actually found where table 259 was. And if I remember right, there was a dealer there with supplies, if I remember right. I don't really trust my memory that good, but anyway, so I don't know if I was supposed to see anything particular, or she was there. That would be kind of cool. But we were sporting our Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's t-shirts though while we were there.
Yes, we were. And hopefully Allie's will be in the making soon.
Yeah, Allie, she's going to be having a RTHE t-shirt. And I do believe you guys will be seeing more of her in upcoming episodes just because she's really developing an interest in both coin and treasure hunting. And, you know, she is 10. And I tell you what, I thought she would be too bored with, especially with coins. But no, it's actually quite the contrary. She seems like she's genuinely interested, and it does actually maintain her attention span. You know, she pays attention. But oh no.
Amy!
Have a great night, Paula. We'll catch you around on the tube. So anyway, home remedies. I'm not a doctor. Let's get that out of the way. Not a doctor. I do not recommend you try anything I'm about to say. But sugars. There used to be a home remedy where before going out into the woods or tall grass, to take a tablespoon of vinegar, like apple cider vinegar, before you go out into the woods. Supposedly you sweat, it comes out the pores, and the chiggers don't like it. After you get the chiggers, there's an old army guide type thing. Now, he doesn't recommend this with Raid, but if you want to stop the itching and do something that helps the itch, why, you want to sting the crap out of yourself, spray your legs back down with bug spray, because it will sting it, and then it will kind of won't itch no more. And I do like Dirt Monkey's recommendation, drink kerosene. I mean, that will help a lot. No, don't do that either.
Rubbing alcohol on your legs after you get them too much.
See? Sting the crap out of them.
It's fun. Canadian Relic Hunters asked what he didn't win tonight. He wasn't here when you were doing the giveaway stuff.
Oh my goodness, CRH, I tell you what. It turned into an extravaganza. No, not that bad. It was a mini spectacular. It wasn't a spectacular, but it's a mini spectacular. We got a copy of the Rare Coin Market Report, which I didn't realize was a $15 magazine. Oh yeah. And a sticker, of course, and also we did another Reiser Treasure Hunting Emporium first aid kit, wooden nickel from the World's Fair of Money, and an elongated coin. By the way, Allie joined the elongated coin society or club, something like that. And
no, she hasn't joined it yet. She will be.
Oh, okay. And of course, sticker. And I tell you what, the coins for A's. Now it's $14 to get a kid signed up for the ANA. $14. The coins for A's will more than pay for that over and over again. Especially if you're smart as a whip like Allie. Oh my goodness. And I forget what the quantity of coins that they said they were sending. But holy cow. After one report card, that $14 investment will pay for itself, and she'll have a nice... She already has a nice collection started. I don't know if you guys happen to have seen in the video or not, the steel set that they gave for doing the little treasure hunt with the questions and etc. The steel set that they gave her is actually better than the one I have in my personal collection. I was envious. I was like, holy cow, Allie. And I tell you what, it was a very, very nice program they had for the kids. I can't go on enough about that.
The only thing it was, Allie tried to kill her mama running from one side of the building to the other.
Amy says, I am going live tomorrow. I am going to do a live giveaway of the Of the silver? Uh-oh. It went too far. I am just going to randomly draw one of the names that did a video for Melanie24 from my stream. Oh, great. Ben and Sarah's karaoke tour across the U.S. Hoosier, will we pick the songs for them? I think that would be highly interesting. Rig, Charlie, you and Allie will also be able to access the online editions of the news. Really?
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh boy.
Amy says she's shooting for 6:30 tomorrow night, guys.
6:30, part-time detector will be going live. Oh
Kate
no!
says 5:30 it is. She's in a different time zone.
Wait, this is Amy, so it's probably gonna be like 7:30. No, I'm kidding. She'll be on time. I'll be lucky to make it out of the first bar alive. Why? We got Ben as a bodyguard. We'll be fine.
Mike says I might go live after for a quick mail call and a giveaway for 1,000 subs.
Ah, great.
How to enter.
We're singing Dolly. Dolly Parton?
Hello, Dolly.
It will be live from the parking lot.
Oh, she has to take True to Trauma Fest.
There's got to be something to look at. Poogie's Hobby Shop. Hey, how are you? I think it's hotter than anything in here.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Joe. Oh my goodness.
I actually really like that song, Ben.
Ben, I have been working on the plans for 2020. We may be moving into the fall. I'm not sure yet. I forget even why that was a thing at this present time. I've been taking notes. First stop is going to be Ireland. Leap Castle. Got to see Leap Castle.
Absolutely.
And that's the only time I'll be attempting to drive. We're going to rent a car for 2 days. And other than that, I'm not driving. I'll be relying on public transportation. Because, yeah, this whole, I tell you what, to get me retrained for the opposite side, it's me. And, to tell my brain to do something it's been accustomed to do for so many years is just, scary. So I'm hoping to get away with driving in Ireland. And then after that, we'll take the ferry from Rosslare over to, wherever it goes over there. And, no, I think it goes to Southampton, I think. And then from Southampton by train to Hastings. And then we'll be in Hastings for a week. And from Hastings, we'll be going up to your neighborhood, your neck of the woods, for another week. And then from there, head back to towards the airport. Don't have that part kind of figured out yet. Almost thought about going to the Amsterdam from York by the ferry, but I think that's over planning. I think that'll be too much. And if you get me into even in a different country, I'm going to want to spend more time. And so we're going to stick to Ireland and your neck of the woods and etc. and Hastings and absolutely. Ben, I will be in your neighborhood. Of course, we will go metal detecting. We'll be having all these plans far out in advance. Detecting Ireland, Mike, no, probably we're only going to be there for 2 days. We'll basically be the plane landing in Ireland, sleeping, then renting a car, going to Leap Castle, and then after Leap Castle, going to Rosslare, spending the night there, and then ferry across. So really, Ireland's just a kind of a high-buy type of thing. Basically, you just want to see the castle, the one castle, and go. Also excited to see the castle in Hastings. And there's other castles I want to see too. See, talking about Amsterdam giveaway at 4:20. Oh my God.
Mike says England before Connecticut.
No. This trip is in 2020. Mike,
You'll already be sick of us by then, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you'll be tired of those darn risers. You'll be like, go back to New Jersey for goodness sake. Bring a tape measure, Charlie. Yeah, I suspect that Ben is only 5'3". You know, the reason I laughed, Rip, because the first video I saw were at Ben in Yorkshire, right? I thought Yorkshire was very short. I didn't realize it was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what was in my head. But at the time, I didn't know folks then, so. But Gillette's Castle. Gillette? I don't know. Have a good night, Miss Cheryl, and we'll catch you around on the tube.
Good night, Cheryl.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
Ben says the midget mind lab detector is. He says Thor is short.
But Ben, everybody's short to you.
I don't want to stand next to Ben. I know how tall I am. Rip says maybe Thor was standing in one of his holes.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what. So we were doing more research, you know, and I already looked at the train route from Southampton to, you have to change trains, I think, 3 times. And what's kind of neat is, you know, years and years and years ago, I still am, I used to be really fascinated by the Sherlock Holmes stories. And the thing that's neat, I'm seeing all the station names that were mentioned in the Sherlock Holmes stories. You know, Charing's Cross and King's Cross and that type of thing. I just think it's neat. Never thought in my life I would ever have the chance to actually be around those places. Kay Watt says, I am short. Who wants to metal detect Fort Knox with me? Oh boy. Mike's trying to get us in trouble. Mike is just as bad as MC. You know, always trying to get people in trouble.
I don't want to metal detect Fort Knox, but I do want to ghost hunt there. Oh my, Kay, what, you really only 5 foot?
Dirt Monkey says, to go to bed or not go to bed? That is the question. I say no. Sleeping is so overrated. Well, actually, and when I was younger, I used to think that. At this age, I say sleeping is good. Visit 10 Baker Street. Ben, I tell you, I know. Don't they have a museum there? Or they kind of have the flat recreated? Would like to see it. But if you're going to send me to London for a limited... from Hastings, we'll be taking the train into London. That part I have planned. But I don't know. There's other stuff that's going to be a priority. Like the British Museum, of course. I've got to go.
Bring me some, Rip.
And I also, believe it or not, want a mudlark along the Thames.
That I will do.
Wow, we can get her in the mud? And...
yes, because I have muck boots now.
So, there's a couple of things I want to do. So, like a couple of days will be the typical London tourist thing, and then a day where actually being treasure hunting. 6'2"3/4. Holy cow, that's too exact. Jordan Anderson, do you have to join me for my metal detecting trip going to Rome, then Egypt, then Gettysburg, then finish up at Fort Knox? You're just trying to get in trouble in all the countries, aren't you there, Jordan? I tell you.
Sounds like it.
I was actually reading about Gettysburg earlier today. I'm continuing on reading that book. I had to put it aside for a bit, because I'm researching other stuff. I picked it back up earlier this morning for a while.
Sure, Monkey, you better be nice.
I tell you what, I had been a tough job with some of the burial details. After the Battle of Gettysburg, they said it rained, I think the third or fourth day after the battle, and for any shallow graves that they did manage to cover people up, they were uncovered by the rain. So, yeah, that was kind of futile, I guess.
Guys, be nice to Kay what?
Always picking on KY. Oh my goodness.
I get the same thing though, Kay what? Because Charlie calls me a smurf.
She's 3 apples high. No, I'm only kidding. Ben, I forget also too what I've been researching about London that I wanted to see. Okay.
Let me know if you want me to time them out.
Newgate Prison. Do you know if that off the top of your head? Do you know if there's a museum there, or if Newgate is actually in still existence as a prison? That I would like to know, because that's where they took Kidd after being apprehended and shipped back to London. Captain Kidd, I'm referring to. I will, if Sandy lets me. Make me do what, right? Her hubby show. Make Sandy do it.
Time them out.
Oh. Can you visit Bedlam? I don't know. I like to go along the Thames where he got hung. That'd be kind of neat. Of course, it's not just Kidd they hung there. They hung basically anybody from Newgate there along the, especially pirates along the Thames. And I tell you, Sandy, have I told you how beautiful you are today? Oh, he's trying to. Please don't.
Dirt monkey.
Please don't, but they better be nice. Short people need love too. And step ladders to get up into. Oh, no.
Yeah, you're right. Big people need love too, Mike. Just not as much as us short people.
Well, Ben, I tell you what, congratulations on your hammies. Oh my goodness, I tell you what, when I first saw them on Facebook, oh my good, I tell you.
We're
Congratulations.
Just
I mean it.
What?
To both of you guys. They are not short, they are diminutive. How about vertically challenged? How about that? Does that work? How can you live in Indiana and nobody have the front tire in stock for your small tractor? I've bought like 10 places. That's who? Yeah, HH, that's a good question. We're on fire at the moment. I tell you what, Ben, I got a friend who does the beaches, right? This guy pulls gold like it was Alaska out there. I mean, he pulls gold almost every time he goes down to the resort areas along the New Jersey shore. He pulls gold out, right? Well, I was talking to him Monday night, and he seemed kind of despondent. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" I didn't find any gold this past weekend. Now, this guy's been pulling gold every weekend since summer started. He goes one weekend, doesn't pull any gold. He pulled silver, but he's kind of despondent. I didn't find any gold. I was like, holy cow, you probably paid off your car for all the gold he's found this past summer, but yet he gets one bum weekend, and I tell you. Oh, dirt, that's part.
Yes, Amy.
Holy cow, everybody is threatening to put everybody on timeout.
Well, the only two people that can put anybody in timeout on our live stream is me and Mike.
Do you think my tractor's sexy? I never quite understood that song because I don't really see how tractors are sexy. I mean, they got the big wheels. They smell of diesel. Well, some smell of diesel. Some smell of just exhaust. And they're not very comfortable. I mean, so why would a tractor? I don't know. It does turn Mike on, though. Yeah, okay. Ben says he's happy just to be... Ben, but what's on your bucket list now? Are you going to try and find older? This shorty needs sleep. Wait, what? Okay, what? It's only 9 o'clock. I didn't think you went to sleep until about 4 or 5 a.m. Do you think metal detectors are sexy? Will not answer that.
Good night, Kay. What?
Oh, see, tractors can be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Good night, Kay Watt. Do have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you around on the tube.
Not touching that one, Amy.
It's like saving a horse and riding a cowboy. That's horrible. I ran over a garden rake from the 20s, I think. Put about 4 holes in the tire. Oh, in the sidewall, too. That's horrible.
You're not read what Amy just said.
I already saw it. Oh, my goodness. No, I didn't see that one. Wait, I didn't think it was shaft size that was important. I thought it was how it beat.
Well, I'm going to say our live stream went into the toilet.
It was only a matter of time. Well, we talked about toilet paper, so might as well.
No, somebody earlier said toilet talk, so you know.
Yeah, they probably were disappointed. Other than talking about the toilet paper shipment, we really didn't talk about toilet paper. So I know there's one guy out there who's going, wow, he didn't talk about toilet paper this week. My video keeps buffering. Oh, sorry, Quasi. It's how fast the tires turn. But I tell you what, I cannot wait to get back to the ford spot in this creek. Unfortunately, it does look a little muddy, but I'm more anxious to get to the other side because unless you knew where to look, it'd be easy to miss. Okay, back to bacon. Anyway, a good time to do the bathroom streams, Andy. Yes, it is. I think that's going to happen after Labor Day. Maybe the Tuesday. Oh no, maybe probably the Tuesday after Labor Day. Oh no, you guys are not coming in my bathroom. Oh yes, we all are.
Then they're going in the bathroom with you.
Wait a minute, that's it. That'll be the challenge. How many people can we get into the Reiser bathroom?
Fair warning, everybody better bring a gas mask.
They can't. This isn't smell-o-vision. They're not going to smell anything. I think you should go live from the toilet. Oh, well. But with the seat down. You got to have some place to sit. I can't sit for an entire hour on the edge of the tub. That's just not going to work. What are you hiding at, Sandy Reiser? Who made the toilet? Mr. Crapper?
I'm not hiding anything, Amy. I just don't want anybody in the bathroom with me. Bad enough I had grandkids coming there on me.
I have 200 megabytes per second service. I don't know what we have now. I know we upgraded, but I don't know what. You don't have a colonoscopy that weekend, do you, right? No. Let's see. Yeah, we rescheduled that. Anyway, I tell you what, I do need to do something about this desk. I tell you what, even after the coin show, holy cow, this desk just went completely nuts. And But I do have 2 more copies of the Rare Coin Market Report that will be given away in the live stream coming up. But
Amy says I have the dog sit on my lap while I'm sitting on the toilet.
see, it is toilet talk. I have the dog sit on my lap while I am sitting on the toilet. Okay.
Now all the kids call me Mom.
See, I think there should be bathroom accessories for your phone while you're sitting on the toilet. There should be an app called iWipe. How about that? There you go. There's something we can develop now. You know, new for your iPhone. It's iWipe. Coming with iPhone 13. I don't know what number we're up to. Didn't they stop using numbers? Are we now in letters? Is it like the iPhone X and I don't know. New channel.
Like the iPhone 3000.
New channel title for Jordan Anderson. Jordan ruins everything. The cats storm our bathroom. That was neat, by the way, Ben. The one video you had where the cat and the dog were doing their thing.
Jordan says, I just watched an 1.5 hour long documentary on the toilet the other day. Were you bored, Jordan?
If that was on YouTube, Jordan, do please share the link. Ringtone should be a flush sound. That gives me all kinds of ideas.
He said about the toilet, not on the toilet. Poor choice of words.
Oh my God. Bored the carp out of him. Oh crap. I tell you, I got a special opening slowly in the works for the live stream, and we're going to give it a whirl. Now that we've actually made room on the computer here, because we were maxing out the memory for a little bit. That's why we had those couple of issues there. Was it last weekend or weekend before, I tried to play a video clip and it hung up. But anyway, like right now, we're down in the 40s. We're bouncing between 35, 32, 36% as far as memory usage. A couple weeks ago, that was redlined out at 100. But we made some room, so now we get to experiment again with some stuff. So more stuff we're looking forward to. Speaking of toilets, that is how Ricky cut his wrist. How do you cut yourself on the toilet? That's sharp. Crap. Crap, carp, it's all the same. I beat you to it, Rib, I think.
Okay. Amy says, did I hear that Hoosier Hillbilly 22 is letting us live stream his colonoscopy while Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium gives the play-by-play?
Only if I could do that on my own terms. I think it'd be funny to interview the doctor while he's doing it. No, you know what? No, that's it. You know, not getting the play-by-play. You interview the doctor, you go back to the patient, and then you go back to the doctor, and then go back to the patient, and then you try to ask the patient the most unrelated stuff in the world, and then you kind of turn it slowly. You know, you kind of ask them questions like, oh, what's your favorite collectible or coin or something. And of course they try to give you a serious answer. And then you follow it up with a question that could be pointed, like, do you like long walks on the beach? You know, that type of thing. Colon cam. Absolutely. Got to have a colon cam. Threw it in the dumpster and it broke and a piece came back out and sliced them open. Holy cow, what rotten luck that was. Okay, gang. Now it looks like the scope is about to pass the sphincter.
Hoosier says the colonoscopy doesn't scare me as much as the prostate exam.
You know, I'm kind of shocked if we don't have that on YouTube already, though. Dirty toilet too. Oh no. Oh no. Disease phobia right there. Hepatitis. Oh yeah, hopefully he had a hepatitis shot.
There you go, honey. Jordan sent you the name of it.
Indian gold coin. No, the toilet. The toilet in unspoken history. My pizza is tasting kind of funny, or is it me? Does it have bacon on it? Exit only. We could show the video of the probe as it works its way through, and Reiser Treasure Hunting Emporium could play the part of Jacques Cousteau. And now we have the sea urchin.
Oh my goodness.
I now feel bad for Ricky. Like, oh boy. But did he get that sweet hydrated copper? Yes, that kind of makes up for stuff, don't it? Isn't one of Jacques Cousteau's grandkids a treasure hunter? Hey, Mississippi, how are you?
Hoosier says, excuse me, Mr. Hillbilly, this is Dr. Doe's office. You have been rescheduling your prostate exam for the last 20 years.
Yeah, we made a Mississippi hungry with the end of the video the other day. At the very end where I put the pizza oven clip in.
Oh.
I was amazed by the oven.
I like that oven.
Yeah, I mean, you get to see all the yummy goodness that was circling around in there.
But I didn't get to pay much attention to that oven because, you know, Allie had to go potty, and, yeah, she was, yeah. Too much energy.
Oh, Riv, I tell you. And oh, Mike, one of the questions I sent Jersey History Hunters was, can you play heavy metal on a mouth harp? And since you are experienced with the mouth harp, I guess you're also experienced with heavy metal. So can you play heavy metal on a mouth harp? Our idea was to play the opening sequence to AC/DC's. Oh goodness, I forget the name of the song. The opening sequence to AC/DC's Dirty Deeds, and whether you can play that on the mouth harp. They are actually taking the challenge rather. Have a good night, Ben. We'll catch you around on the tube. And I tell you what, next time you get a video out, I'll be right there and trying to get that song, I tell you. Well, good night to Sarah, too, if you're leaving as well. Mally Man 24 is experienced with the mouth heart.
I'm just looking forward to Jersey History Hunter
He says,
making a video.
Sorry, no. I tell you, Mike, I also was thinking of a conversation we had before, and again, it must come with age. And it's like, before it used to be the catchphrase of basically we're the lost and found department for dead people's belongings. Now I think it's more like we are the people that find homes for the orphaned relics. And basically, we try to find lost relics, and then we try to place them in a suitable home. But anyway, Amy, a test turned into a 2.5-hour show. Well, you know what? If a test turns into a 2.5-hour show, that's a successful test.
We've done it.
We did.
Yes.
Mouth harp, I've always known it as a Jew's harp. Same thing.
Good night, Michael.
Oh, did somebody leave and I missed?
Ben got off, and now Canadian Relic Hunger is going to.
Oh, have a good night, CRH. Do have a good night. Kind of got lost here in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Am I seeing everything? Am I missing something? I think I might be missing something. I might have to reboot this. Bear with me 1 second, because I think my chat just went all kinds of goofiness.
North Jersey detective just said doo-doo. Mike wants to know if Rosie's coming over.
Is Rosie coming? She just may.
There you go. She just popped up.
Bad Rosie. Maybe if I switch over to live chat, maybe that'll make a difference.
That's possible, honey.
Yeah, we'll try that. But anyway, I think too, temperature is going to be a core thing as far as live streaming. Outdoors, one location. I don't think the summer is very, very live streaming, if you're outdoors, friendly. There's a lot of museums I would love to live stream from. I guess we would have to actually acquire permission in order to do it. Oh my goodness. What's the museum that we took the kids to that time over towards, we took Amanda and Becca there.
Natural History Museum?
No, the one...
The one with
the concrete mansion. The mansion out of poured concrete. We should try that.
I thought you were talking about the one that had the big head that talks about bubblegum.
Have a good night, Sarah. We'll catch you around on the tube. Shirley,
Sarah.
do you think you will now collect Balboas? Absolutely. They are nice and big prices of silver and fairly inexpensive. I'm catching that, Rib.
But that's not right.
No, it's in Allentown, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Pottstown, Pennsylvania? I can't remember. The guy started a tile factory. I cannot think for the life of me what that was called. But Riv, absolutely, I am going to put together a 1930 set of Balboas, and I'm actually going to look do the series of 1930, and I tell you what. One of the conversations I was having with the nice guy from Kansas, he did say that some of the nicer, larger pieces, like Nice, do from 1930, do command a higher premium because the larger pieces no one really saved because they couldn't afford to save them, so they're scarce and higher grades. But really, isn't that like with any coins? Ah, really? But I tell you what, I don't think I met one horrible person at this show. I think everybody was really phenomenal and more than helpful. Even had a couple people direct me to other people's tables saying, hey, that guy down there, he's got, whatever. The one fella, well, it's not one fella, it was a group of people working this one table. And I do have their card because I asked for their card. I don't have it handy. They're somewhere near Washington, D.C. And in fact, it was the folks that had the boxes of the Calls, the Morgans, and the other silver dollars. And you would just have the chair there, we can sort through them and whatnot. And I tell you what, he would have been nice to deal with, but unfortunately, his table was hopping. I mean, it was hopping. And if you notice carefully in the video, one of the large cents is one of the altered large cents. There was a couple years there where they were changing the E to a U in cent. I will not say what that says now, but they basically would heat the metal and they would change it. They basically alter the E by moving the slash out and changing the E to a U and but they are collectible and I don't remember I know I looked at price of them once before. I don't remember what all they did vary, but anyway. Yes.
Moravian pottery and tile works.
Yeah, but what's the name of the museum? The Moravian Tile and Pottery Works. That's the name of the place. Now I can't remember quite the name of the museum that's associated with it. He had an extensive collection. The museum is poured concrete too. He made not only his mansion but the museum out of poured concrete. But have a good night, Mike. We'll catch you around on the tube. We'll probably see you tomorrow.
Right, who's leaving?
Mike's leaving.
Have a good night, Mike.
Oh, Amy's headed out too. Have a good night, Amy.
Good night, Amy.
Yep, good night, Amy. We'll catch you tomorrow on the tube and 6:30, right? We'll be going live at 6:30 tomorrow. In the parking lot.
What am I looking for?
No, Amy's going live tomorrow in the parking lot.
What am I searching for again?
We don't have to. The one museum. That would be a wonderful museum to go live in. All right, North Jersey. Well, I do think we are going to be signing off here as well. I do see that it is 9:30 here in the east, and that's it. No, that's not it. That's still the Moravian Pottery Towers. What town is that? It's in Doylestown. Doylestown is where it is. And Working History Museum. But anyway, gang, we are going to sign off here, and we do appreciate you folks hanging out and spending a couple of extra minutes with us as far as winding down and making this another successful not only episode but an afterglow. And we will catch everybody around the tube. And yep, gang, do please get out and do find your treasure. Wait a minute, Drummond Detect, Doylestown, PA. Is that what you're talking about? Working History Museum. Drum, if you may know, because you're. We're talking about the guy who was eccentric, who had his own personal collection in a poured concrete museum, and he made a poured concrete mansion for himself. But anyway,
his doggy's footprints in it.
Yeah, he had his dog. But anyway, yep, gang, do get out there and find your treasure, and we'll see everybody throughout the YouTube universe. And then again, we'll see you next Tuesday at 7 o'clock for Treasure Tuesday. So anyway, gang, do have a great night, and we'll catch you around. See you now.